Hey, do you thrive on creating absolute chaos? Have you ever staked everything you've ever loved on the unlikely odds of winning it big like one of those old ladies who haunt casinos? Well, congratulations! You might be a Wild Magic Sorcerer. But what is a Wild Magic Sorcerer? Well, buy up those lottery tickets and start learning how to play craps because we were just born lucky. D&D is a game of chance. Almost every decision you make can be the life or death of your character depending on a roll of the dice. So why don't we crank that up a notch? Instead of dealing with whether or not the halfling rogue can reach a doorknob to pick the lock, why not torment your friends with the ever-looming knowledge that one casting of knock could nuke the floor of this building? Oh yes, my fellow degenerate gamblers, this is the subclass for online poker players and stock market monkeys. And while sometimes we can hit it big like investing in Bitcoin in 2010, sometimes we can lose everything like investing in NFTs in 2023. But we're here for the thrill of it, right? Never mind the imminent and very real danger you and your party are in. But first, did you have so much fun playing the Wolves of Langston solo adventure you just can't wait for more? Want to dive into an incredible new adventure with completely new settings and characters? Well, my friends over at Obvious Mimic once again have the solution. This time our adventure takes us deep into the jungles and the crystals of Zaleth. Port over your character, grab some dice, and party like party like Alabama Jones in this brand new adventure. It's all self-contained in this interactive story designed to replicate tabletop gameplay where your decisions have consequences. The Kickstarter for this new project is live right now, so go and back them up and support Obvious Mimic's work so we can get more solo adventures just like this one. I love the idea of handing one of these to a new player to help them understand the mechanics of D&D before diving into a full live session. That way they can not only get the feeling of how their character will play in a normal game, they now have a character that has a little bit of history as an adventurer before meeting with the entire group. Just like Wolves of Langston, the PDF version is a breeze to click through, leading you from section to section each time you make a decision. So if you played the first book and just loved the solo adventure style, or are new to this idea and want to try it out, go down to the link below and become a backer for this Kickstarter today. But make sure to tell them your buddy Yimba sent you. And thanks to Obvious Mimic for sponsoring the show. Now, back to the video. Okay, so before I get into breaking down how the Wild Magic Sorcerer works, we have to talk about this big Wild Magic table over here. This thing is gigantic with 50 different effects that can happen to you or those around you. Some are incredible buffs, some are silly cosmetic or neutral effects, and some can literally kill you or your entire party. But I'm not just gonna sit here and list all 50 of them in a row. That would be boring and nobody wants to watch that. So instead, how about every time I mention a spell or ability in this video, I'm gonna roll on the table and talk about what happened. Just like our first ability, Wild Surge. For the next minute, you will shout when you speak. Oh, shit. Anytime you cast a spell of first level or higher, you must roll a d20. If you end up rolling a 1, then roll a d100 on the Wild Magic table, and whatever happens, happens. Now, technically, your DM doesn't have to call this every time you cast, but where's the fun in that? Make the wizard standing just a bit too close sweat a little. We're here for a good time, not a long time. We also get Tides of Chaos. Oh, thank God. Oh, we cast Levitate on ourselves. Now we can give ourselves advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw once per long rest. And anytime before that long rest, if you roll on the Wild Magic table, you regain one use of this ability. Basically our very own one-use luck feat all to ourselves. Tap into that Chaos Monkey energy and just drive everyone crazy. Hey, get back down here! We also, of course, get Sorcerer spells. You cast Polymorph on yourself, and if you fail the save, you get... Oh, shit. Well, at least we can take our signature spell at this level with Chaos Bolt. Kinda works like Witch Bolt, but with extra LOL Oh So Random abilities like a 2009 YouTube video. I'll let you read it because this video is already getting complicated, and that's not good. It's bad. At second level, we can do some true blue sorcerer shit with a Font of Magic. For the next minute, every flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried bursts into flames. Oh, great. Whew. Well, I'll try to make this quick then. Your Font of Magic lets you alter spells you cast through the use of sorcerer points. You get a number of these points equal to your sorcerer level, but you can spend points to create spell slots and burn slots to create sorcery points. Whew. Okay, it's getting hot. These go away at the end of a long rest, so make sure you blow all those extra spell slots you made before bedtime so you don't lose out. Hey, can we get some water in here? Woo! Third level is here and we can play with some METAMAGIC. You are surrounded by faint, ethereal music for the next minute? Oh, that's actually really nice. By ethereal, I assume they mean lo-fi, right? Anyway, our METAMAGIC lets us manipulate the casting of a spell to give it extra effects. You gain 2 at this level, and I recommend Quicken Spell to turn a 1-action spell into a bonus action spell, and Subtle Spell to hide your verbal and somatic components and become uncounterspellable. These cost sorcery points, so use them strategically to really, I'm just trying to think of more things to say so I can listen to more lo-fi. This is relaxing. Oh well. We also get 2nd level spells. Your size increases by what?
Well, that actually works out, because I was going to suggest you pick up the Enlarge Reduce spell at this level, letting you turn the fighter into a giant tank to stomp on enemies, or turn the bad guy small and watch as they run around in panic being the size of a halfling. Or if they were a halfling, like the size of like a cat, I guess? How tall are cats? Anyway, 5th level is here and we now have magical
guidance. Whew! A spectral shield hovers near you for a minute, granting you a +2 to AC and immunity to magic missile. Oh, nice. Well, with magical guidance, when you feel an ability not going your way, you can spend a sorcery point and make a new roll. You must use the new roll, but the potential to turn a failure into a success is well worth it. Unfortunately, you can't just keep blowing sorcery points to try our luck arm wrestling the barbarian like I know you want to, you risky bastard. How much did you bet?
A lot.
And how much did you lose?
A lot.
That's what I thought. And of course we get 3rd level spells. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic. Oh! Hey! Did you just heal yourself? Can you ask first? Jeez. Well, we can't go wrong with the fantastic counterspell to cancel out enemy spellcasters and piss off your DM, but I know you want to pick Fireball. I can see it in your devious eyes.
Why are you blue?
Be nicer to your team with Ben Luck at 6th level, letting us spend 2 sorcery points to add a d4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw to a creature you can see. Or alternatively, you can use it on a bad guy to subtract that number from one of their rolls. Hell yeah. Keep the cleric out of trouble when they get focused by the enemy, because nobody looks out for the healer. 7th level gets us 4th level spells. For the next minute, you can see any invisible creature. Well, that doesn't sound too... Has that been here the whole time? I really hate that. Okay, just grab Dimension Door or Banishment to get yourself or others away from you, like that thing. Gone, get! Shoo! How about 5th level spells at level 9? Okay. Well, when you snap out of it, you can pick up Cone of Cold, Dominate Person, or Bigby's Hand. They're just too fun to pass up. Take it or leaf it. At 11th level, you get 6th level spells. You cast Grease on yourself. Oh, yuck. Where did that come from? You're greasier than Papa John. Anyway, Scatter is such a great spell. Now when you get into trouble with bookies, you can teleport up to 5 creatures you can see within 30 feet up to 120 feet away. Put 240 feet between you and the bad guys, or teleport the barbarian right into their face. The uses really are endless for someone as creatively chaotic as you, but can you get a towel and wipe yourself off? 13th level is here, and that means 7th level spells. Your hair falls out. Wouldn't you like to get out of here? Well, pick up Teleport or Plane Shift and run away from everybody you know for the next 24 hours until your hair grows back. Finally, another sorcerer ability at 14th level, we get Controlled Chaos. You and all creatures within 30 feet gain vulnerability to piercing damage. What? Oh! Damn it! Why? Was somebody waiting for that? Well, luckily with Controlled Chaos, we can roll twice and pick whichever one we want, so, wow. I feel much better. 15th level means 8 level spells, so 1d6 flumps appear? What's a... Oh, are they... okay. Well, I love Power Word Stun or Dominate Monster at this level, but I'm sorry, I hate the way they're looking at me. Can we just... Yeah, okay. 17th level means 9th level spells, and you gotta take Wish. It's just the best spell in 5e and all other spells combined. And I wish to skip the Wild Magic table. Oh, great. Well, 18th level gets us Spell Bombardment that lets us add an extra die of damage to the total if one of our damage die ends up being the highest number on that dice. Sounds boring, and it kinda is. But not as boring as 20th level with Sorceress Restoration, giving us 4 expended sorcery points every short rest. We can spice that up a bit, right? I mean, that's just really weak compared to... Oh wait, no! So, is the Wild Magic Sorcerer the best sorcerer subclass? Well, define best. Is it the most reliably powerful? No, not really. Is it objectively good for team dynamic? Well, depends. Is it fun as hell to watch your friend group fear for their lives every time you cast a spell? Yeah, that's really fun. This is one of those where you really need to consider the kind of game you're playing before you jump into it. And this is also why a session 0 is incredibly important. The last thing you want is to realize you are in a perilous adventure with a ticking time bomb sitting on your character sheet. That's not to say that the Wild Magic Sorcerer isn't great, just make sure your other players understand the risk so no one gets upset at the table. With all that being said, I really like this subclass. Sometimes sorcerers can kind of feel like different flavors of the same thing. When you have subclasses like Spooky Sorcerer, Brainy Sorcerer, Dragony Sorcerer, or Shocky Sorcerer, I think it becomes a little muddled on how different they can really be. That, however, is not a problem with the Wild Magic Sorcerer. No one is ever going to mistake you for a Holy Soli when you cast Shield to dodge an attack and accidentally fart a massive fog cloud. So if you've ever tried to convince the Druid to use their wild shape to cheat at horse racing, can cause your party enough stress that the actual human player gets a migraine, and insist this is the last time you blow the group's fun trying to outwin Gertrude at the slot machines, screw you, Gertie, you evil hag. Guess what? You might be a Wild Magic Sorcerer. Hey guys, it's me, ya boy. Thanks as always for watching, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing so you can hear me poke fun at your favorite subclass. Or if I already talked about a subclass your friend is playing, why not send them that video for poops and giggles? I'm very excited for all the upcoming things I've been concocting for the channel, and I hope you will be too, so stay tuned for all that, and I'll see you very, very soon.